Landfill sites filling up too quickly in South Africa, but this is not a new problem. This has been going on for years. Why is it such a big issue now? Good morning, Tshepo.
Hi, morning, Gareth, and morning to your listeners. Thank you for having me. It's simple, Gareth. The reason we have these problems is because of the mismanagement of waste. The controls that we have in the country are really not being taken serious. Because everyone, if you look at the industry's financial reports, they will tell you that they are spending a couple of millions to recycle. Government as well tells you about millions that have been spent on waste, but you wonder then why do we have this problem? So it's all about the management of waste that's not being taken serious.
And so what do we start to do about this? Are we talking about a government intervention, a local intervention, municipality, or are we trying to get people in their own homes to try and make a difference here? Where do we begin to fix this problem?
Look, we have quite a lot of interventions, right? Government is intervening, industry is intervening, but I think the kind of programs that are in place, they're just short-term, they are not long-term. I'll make an example. If you have an addict and you take them to an organization, that deals with addicts, they will have him there for some time. It's not a permanent thing. So those are the kind of solutions that we bring, because we need to really drill down to the real root cause. Because now many people know recycling through waste pickers. But when you look at the support that is given to waste pickers and small businesses in our townships, you find that it's just things that help them to go by, but not really to capacitate them to really deal with the solution. For example, where we are in Katlehong, the population is about 400,000 people. And these people are consumers every day. You've got industries right now as we speak. Load shedding will just hit. I'm sure production has stopped. But their production runs throughout the day. So we need to come up with programs that capacitate our households, our waste pickers, our SMMEs, and then put everyone on board that we can be able to manage our waste properly.
And when we start looking at how much time we have to get on top of this, I would imagine right now it's already a crisis. Tshepo, it's why you and I are speaking about this, and your company, K1 Recycling, is doing what it can. But if we were all to do as business, private individuals, government, municipalities, everyone we've got, to do what we're supposed to when it comes to recycling, how long do you think it would take for us to literally clean up our act?
Look, Gareth, the NDP 2030 says by 2030 we have to have zero landfill site waste going to the landfill site, and currently we are in 2022. But it's simple. Companies, yes, they depend on some organizations to try and assist. But I think if you really get the consumers involved, we need awareness, we need education, intensify on that. And the best people to do it are your waste pickers, are your SMMEs. But unfortunately, there's not enough support that we get on the ground who are trying to deal with these problems. So that makes it difficult, for the waste to be really treated, because we need things like separation at source. It needs to be promoted. We need to really make noise about that.
Tshepo, I'm going to leave this actually as my last question, because you just made me think of it now, because you mentioned waste pickers, and I think they're incredibly helpful around the Johannesburg area. Some motorists complain because they are in the road, but that's part of my question to you, very briefly as you can. Is there not a way to formalize that sector? They're doing the work already. Isn't there a way for us, especially in Joburg, to make their jobs easier and more efficient to try and help the environment very quickly?
There is. If you read the National Environmental Management Act, it speaks about separation at source, supporting SMMEs, and then you take the waste pickers, you bring them to the small companies, which is materially recovering facility, where they can do their sorting, because it's undignified, it's unhealthy, it's a burden to our health system. So we just need support to the small businesses that can take all the waste pickers into their companies and let the sorting happen there, and the household do the separating at home. That's the solution.
Well, I really appreciate your time as a solution. It's a story I want to pick up on. There must be a better way of formalizing this sector. I think the waste pickers are so clever in how they do this, but we've got to try and formalize to make it safe for them, motorists, and also get the job done as well. Tshepo Mazibuko, founder of the K1 Recycling Company at Stage 4 Load Shedding.